Can you see me? And make sure to put your timer on.
I did.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I see.
You'll see me. I am on. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi. Welcome to my live. Good morning, good morning. Just waiting for a few people to come on and then I'll do the instructions for the live, okay? Good morning, good morning. Good afternoon for those of you who it's afternoon. Welcome, welcome.
I already have 24.
Yes, I see this. All right. Good morning, everybody. So welcome to my live. My name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I am a psychic medium. So if you're new to my live, how it works is I do Q&A. Some are done by donation, others are done free. So to get the free ones, every 20,000 likes, I will do 5 free questions. For the donation, there's a link tree connected to my page. If you go onto the link tree, there's a donate button. You can pick whichever denomination you'd like, and that will get you a question. If you do want to enter our draw, which is a fun little game that I started adding, it is a $15 minimum donation. So 15 or more will get you in for a chance to win a extra question, a mini reading, a full reading with me, or a copy of my children's book. So this is my first children's book that I am publishing. So I am a self-published author. It's called The Little Light, A Soul's Journey. It is up for pre-order. So if you do want to go and take a look and see if this is something you'd like to order for your kids, it's a book about the soul and the journey from the other side coming here to Earth. It's about what it looks like on the other side when we pick our lives, what we look like, what the other side looks like, and then what it feels like and what the experience is like coming here into this incarnation. So that's all of it, right? It's a lot, I know.
All right,
Good
we already
afternoon.
jumped up to 52.
All right. Oh, and I do have one person that I have to do a draw from last week or yesterday. So if you were on the live yesterday, I did go through all of the emails. I didn't see anybody that I missed. Except for this one person it's going to be we're going to draw for. But if you did and we did miss you, just let me know here on the live, okay? Just let my moderator know by emailing or messaging here. All right, shall we draw for Jessica ready?
Jessica ready, and I just realized I don't have my shaker.
Oh, that's the fun part. All right, let's pick for Jessica ready. Oh, wow, she's going to be super happy. A mini reading. So there you go, Jessica. You got a mini reading. Woohoo! I'm going to put this one back in the bowl because there's not enough of those in there for my liking. Wow, she's going to be so happy. Awesome. Right. That was a good pick. She must have really manifested that.
My blue is the mini reading, yes.
I believe. I won't forget with hers.
Okay.
All right.
And we jumped up a little bit more.
A little bit,
and
yeah.
got our first donation.
Okay, perfect. So if you aren't seeing the link tree up in my TikTok, because some people up for some reason aren't seeing it, you can Google Rebecca Dragonheart Rebecca Dragonheart link tree, and it will come up for you, okay? And then you can just do your donations there. And make sure you're hitting that like button. It goes by quickly, surprisingly.
All right.
And
someone just said, hi, have you done the draw for those missed a few TikTok lives ago? Put your email in here and I can double check.
Yeah. So if you can just give me the email that you used. I did do one yesterday when I first started. So if you haven't been to YouTube, I did upload the draws for that. That would be the ones that she's talking about probably because I did do that draw. So that one is up on YouTube already. Okay, honey?
All right.
Yes.
Our first donation here is from Hanan. Welcome.
Oh, hello, Hanan.
And they said $50. Yay! This is the draw.
Nice.
All right. So Hanan says, "Hi, I'm Hanan. General reading and advice."
Okay, so Hanan, making sure we're taking good care of ourselves. It's all about balancing the system as well, okay? So one of the things that I hear the most with you is that you're burning the candle on both ends a lot of the time. You spend a lot of time stuck kind of in your thoughts. So we've got to do stuff to get out of that and relax, okay? One of the things that your guides have been doing is they've been sending you a lot of synchronicities and signs. They do communicate with you through numbers. So when you're seeing those numbers, make sure you're tracing back what were you just feeling, thinking, or saying in that moment when you see those numbers, okay? But it's, you got to relax and you got to like take care of you. Okay, let's do this.
All right.
Let's do it.
For Hanan.
Hanan. Extra question,
Yay.
Hanan. So just head over to my Instagram for the extra question, okay? Feel free to keep on here if you want to and just send it over afterwards. All right.
One moment here.
Yeah.
All right. We received a couple more donations.
Okay, perfect.
And someone just said, am I able to ask a question for a friend?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, as long as you word it where you're thinking about them as well. Yes, definitely you can.
All right. Our next question here, or should I read out the list?
Let's read out the list, yeah.
Okay.
So then people know. I mean, they probably know because we've just started, but.
All right. Our new list here is in order. Our next question is from Wendy, then Kristen, then Alexandra, and that's it for now.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So Wendy asks, my name's Wendy. I could use any guidance you can give. I have a lot going on and not sure what I'm supposed to do next. Thank you.
So they're showing me literally a tarot card, which is the tarot of balance. Okay, honey. And so it's really important that when you're trying to navigate, because there's a lot coming at you, and I do feel like this last 6 months specifically have been kind of tough is what I'm hearing for you, but the energy that's coming at you is it's all about finding the balance within it. Okay, so make sure that as you're navigating it, you're always honoring yourself first and not putting yourself second. Okay, so you have a little bit of empathic energy, which means then you're susceptible to other people's wants, needs, and desires. So you really have to check in, is this something that I really want to do, or is this just something that I'm being persuaded to do, okay? Really follow that guidance and you're gonna see things will get a lot easier for you. I do feel like, you know, there's a lot of turmoil emotion, so it's like nostalgia, depression, that kind of energy, which can overtake you, honey. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself in that way.
All right, and I will update our list here because I have a few more donations.
Okay, perfect.
So in order, our next question is from Kristen, then Alexandra, then Sonia.
Okay, perfect.
All right. And Kristen asks, go back up here. Kristen asks, what area of work should I be in?
So it shows, what they're showing me with you, honey, is that you're definitely a leader. So you should be in some kind of a leading role, whatever you're doing. If you're being told what to do, it doesn't sit well. The best way to put it. So make sure that you're doing either managerial or supervisory, or, you know, even a teacher. So like in that leader role. Okay. And that's the only way that you're going to be happy. If you're not in that role, you're going to feel stuck. All right.
All right. Our next question here is from Alexandra, who asks, when will Gerald L. contact me, and how will I meet my forever person?
So I feel like there will be contact, but not until September. Your forever person isn't coming in until next year, I hear. Okay, so there's a lot of work that has to be done on your side before that person can come into your life.
All right. Our next question here is from Sonia, who asks, when do you see me finding genuine love and marrying, please?
So for you, it's a little bit in the fall of next year. So not this fall, but next fall is what I'm being told. This person will come in, it feels like, through people you know. So it's going to be an introduction to you from people that you know, honey. And yet there's going to be the whole like getting married and having a life together, okay? So don't stress and worry too much about that. It's just not the timing yet, okay? So just be patient.
All right. Our next question here is from Nina, who asks, what is to come for the rest of the year for me, please? Any messages from Spirit?
So trusting yourself, your intuition is really starting to grow. There's been a lot that's shown you that you are very in touch with that divine energy. And I hear from your guides that they really want you to trust that intuition and start working with your gift, honey. It's really important for you for the rest of this year. This year is kind of your setup year. So this is, for a lot of people, a year where we're getting to know ourselves and we're standing into who we really want to be. And that is ringing loud for you. Okay. So it's really important that you understand that you are stepping into who and what you're supposed to be. No more doing things for other people, doing it for yourself. And I know that sounds selfish, but it's not, because the more you stand up and do for yourself, the more you can do for others, if that makes any sense. Okay. So this is your time to sow the seeds, plant the seeds. Okay. And for you, for next year, starting in the very early part of the year, it looks like things are really picking up quick. Okay.
All right, and we did receive a few more donations here. One second while I update that, and you can just go over everything because we jumped up a bit.
Perfect. Okay, so welcome, guys. I'm just going to go over, because there's more people, what everything is all about here today. Okay, so I'm Rebecca Dragonheart. I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now since 1993. Here on my lives, there's a few ways to get questions answered. You do it either by donation. The donation can be a minimum donation, or if you would like to get entered into a fun game, we have a draw. It's a $15 donation, which gives you a chance to win either an extra question, a mini reading, a full reading, or a copy of my children's book, which is up for pre-order if you're interested in getting it. It's called The Little Light, A Soul's Journey, and it is literally about the journey of the soul coming from the other side to here. What that looks like, what we look like, and what the other side looks like, which I've had personal experience seeing. When I was younger, I went over to the other side and was told it was not my time to be there and was sent back. So I got a first-hand glimpse of what the other side looks like, and that is all translated into this book. So to get entered for this draw, or even just to do the donation, there's a Linktree button in the top of my TikTok there. If you don't see the Linktree button, you can just Google Rebecca Dragonheart Linktree, and there's a donate button. You can pick whichever denomination. To get entered into this draw, it has to be a $15 donation or more, okay?
All right, and I have our new list here. So in order, our next question will be from Kiva or Keva, then Kelly, then Hanan, and then Marissa.
Okay, and I did forget to say, for every 20,000 likes, you get 5 free questions, okay?
All right. So our first question here is from Kiva or Keva, who asks, any career pathway you see for me?
So they tell me you're a teacher, honey. So whatever you're doing, you definitely need to be teaching people, okay? It's all about educating. Now, you can do that as a teacher in the traditional sense of the word, or you can do that as a mentor. You can do that as, somebody who writes and does inspirational things, that kind of thing, but you're a teacher, okay? So if you're teaching, you're going to find some joy. All right.
Our next question here is from Kelly, who asks, and Kelly sent $15! So, Kelly asks, I've seen hearts all the time recently. Do you know who is sending them to me and my mom?
So it does feel like it is a family member. It's a female. I do get the sense that it isn't your grandma, but it feels like it's your great grandma. So this is somebody who's been gone for a bit, is what I'm getting the sense of, okay? That's not the only signs, is what I'm hearing. So I do hear that there's also feathers and coins and ladybugs is what I get from her. So that's just her way of validating, okay? And it's just to let you know I'm still around, I'm still there, I'm still watching over you, and I'm still a part of your experience, even though I'm not physically there, okay? So let your mom know that.
All right. And they donated.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. What do we got? Extra question! So just send that over to my Instagram, okay, honey, and I'll answer it there.
All right. I do see someone said that they donated yesterday.
Okay.
And it was at the end of the live, so they didn't get their question.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So I just asked.
What was the name?
Kelly Andrew.
Yes, I do remember Kelly did, and she did a $24 donation.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do remember seeing it come in after the live. Yes, Kelly, I will do it right now.
Yeah, feel free to send your question in.
Send your question in now, honey, and I'll just do your extra question. So do your question from yesterday here, and then I will do the extra one on my Instagram, okay, honey? Yeah.
All right.
That was the name that I couldn't remember.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Hanan, who asks, what is my purpose in life, and do I have any gifts?
Definitely. So you're very psychic, honey, and I'm going to say this. When it comes to how people truly feel and how people truly are, you really peg it, okay? So you got to trust that intuition. If you get a good feeling about somebody, trust that. If you get a bad feeling about somebody, trust that, because you are able to peg people and their personalities like that, okay? What you're here to do, I do get the sense that you're supposed to be opening up more to the spiritual side of things and working through alternative modalities, honey. So you're not meant to do things the way that everybody else does things. So it's important that you trust your own inner guidance, okay? I also do hear your clairaudient, which means you hear things. So you want to learn how to utilize that gift as well, okay? But you've got to really trust how you feel about people. Sometimes when you don't listen to that, it does turn around and bite you, so.
All right, and I just see some people are saying that it's freezing a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weird.
So check your Wi-Fi.
No, it's full.
Okay.
Yeah, I have all the bars. I'm not sure.
And Kelly Andrews sent in her question.
Oh, perfect.
So Kelly asks, will my oldest daughter ever marry her partner and have babies, or will she be with someone else?
So I get a no. They're not getting married. And I don't know if it's because one is like against. I get the sense that he's like, it's not a big deal. I do feel like they're still going to be together for a long period. I don't think this is the forever one though. So I do get the sense that somebody else is going to be coming in, and I do hear that she is going to have 2 kids. So however that's happening, I do see 2 children with her. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
Some people are still saying that it's freezing.
It's freezing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not freezing on mine.
No, it's not freezing on mine either. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on there.
Weird.
It is weird because I have full bars.
Yeah, it's not freezing on mine at all.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just give it a minute.
I mean, it might be just TikTok.
Yeah.
There might be a lot of people on live. It's definitely.
All right.
Sorry.
Our next question here is from Marissa, who asks, when do you see a new chapter in love for me? Will I ever get closure from my last relationship?
So you're not going to get closure in the traditional sense of the words. You're not going to sit down and have a chat with the person. I do feel like you will get closure in doing it more on a spiritual level. So writing a letter and then burning that letter to release how you feel, even getting into a meditative state and having a conversation with your ex, that will help you a lot. Journaling works really well. That's the only way you're going to get the closure that you need. Okay, honey. So this person is not going, they're just literally not going to give you the time of day to do it. Okay. So you're going to have to do it your own way. And what I hear for you is it's about 7 months before your partner that is meant for you is coming into your life. And by then you'll be where you need to be emotionally and energetically so that that person can fit comfortably in your life, and it will work really well for you. Okay. So don't worry about that. All right.
Kelly Andrews said that it froze when you were answering her
Oh,
question.
no.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
I can read it to you.
Oh, it was about her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I said that, hopefully you can hear me, that it is a long-term relationship, but I don't feel like this is her forever relationship. And I do hear that she is going to have 2 children. I get the sense that it's not with this person. Yeah.
Oh, someone said it's been happening on TikTok for days.
Yeah, it's bizarre because I have full bars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not freezing on mine either, but we are also in the same Wi-Fi.
We are.
All right. Did we just do Marissa? No, we didn't do Marissa yet, did we?
Who's the question?
Marissa, when do you see a new chapter in love for me? Will I ever get closure from my last relationship? You just did that?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a lot going on.
That's okay.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's all right. TikTok is fun this way.
All right. I do see... Wow, Jessica Reddy just sent $20.
Again,
I think.
are you sure?
Maybe not.
No, it might be the same one. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it, and then I will check with her after.
All right, I will read out our new list here. So in order, our next question will be from Olivia M. Welcome back.
Hello, yes.
Then Poetic Linda, welcome back to you too. Then Annika, then Maz and Blue, then Carrie, then Carrie. Different Carrie.
Different Carrie?
Yeah.
It's so strange how that happens.
Then Lanisha, then Danielle Hutchins.
Perfect. All right. Yep. And what are we at for the hearts? It's so dim on mine.
14.9, so almost to 20,000.
Almost 20,000 likes, guys. Keep clicking that like button.
All right. Olivia M, who sent $50.
Yay! Yay!
Olivia asks, hi again. Are you able to tell me what my friend JP should be investigating in their health? Won't be able to listen to the live, but I will rewatch on YouTube.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm seeing with your friend, it's JP, right?
JP, yeah.
JP is, I don't know what it's called, but basically it's like they're showing me, this is going to get a little gruesome, guys, sorry. It's like the intestines, and it looks like there is, it's like leaky gut. I think that's what it's called. That's what I'm seeing. It's like the intestine, there's like a tear or something like that happening. So get them to get a scope done to see what's going on up there. But I feel like there's like a little tear in the intestine, which is causing a leak. That sounds awful, I know, but that's what I see is happening, and that's what's going on physically for your friend, okay, honey? All right.
All right. And she did $15.
15? So. Okay, perfect. I'm going to pick one, right? Yes. Extra question.
Congrats.
Yay.
All right. Our next question here. Sorry.
That's all right. I know you're like color coordinating.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Poetic Linda, who asks, do you see me ever being able to let Jim go, or will he be someone who will just be a constant in my life?
So I do get the sense that, no, there is going to be this, like, it's almost like you have no choice. Like, there's going to be a separation here, okay, honey? And it's time is what your guides are saying. So do whatever you can to kind of unhook. Cord cutting doesn't work, in my opinion. I will remove somebody and energetically put them up into source. I don't do the cord cutting because then they just keep coming back. It does feel like you guys are finished with whatever it is you came here to do with each other. So it's like you don't need to keep coming back to each other. All right. This was the life where it was like to rectify all lives, basically.
All right. So we just reached 20,000.
Yay! Okay, guys. 5 free questions. Go.
All right.
All right.
Our first one here is from Rachel, who asks, moving forward in my creative journey, guidance or messages currently in my Saturn return.
Love it. So what they're telling me is, honey, it's about writing everything down, making sure we're writing. I see you writing a book and publishing, and I actually see you doing 3. So this is the starting point of it, and I see 3. The first one's going to be okay, but the second one is going to explode is what I'm hearing, okay? So do everything you can to record your experiences, what's going on in your life. Oh, thank you, honey. What's going on in your life and the journey to where you are right now, okay? And that's loud from your guides, okay?
All right. Our next question is from Miriam, who asks, any messages from my loved ones who have passed?
So there is a female energy that comes around. She feels very motherly, but I'm not sure that it's your mom, but it just feels like I don't even know how to describe. I guess I'm going to describe it like this. It's like a warm blanket, like constantly giving you support and comfort and love. She tells me she sends birds to you. She leaves you the white feathers and leaves you dimes, only dimes, she says. So that's her way of just validating that she's around. Okay, but it's a lot of like giving you warm hugs is how she comes across. Very, very loving and caring and watching over you, honey, watching out for you in a big way.
All right.
Yep.
Our next free question here is from Cami, who asks, anything good coming?
Oh, yeah. So it does look like you have some new people coming into your life this year, and I do see a change in how you have money coming in. It feels very positive, and it feels like an easy flow, so it's not a lot of, there's no resistance to it. So there's a shift happening when it comes to your financial well-being, okay, honey? So be ready. Be ready for it and be open and receptive to it, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Kirsty Lul 3, who says, hey, will I find love again or have another child?
So I'm not hearing that there's a little one in your future, okay? But I do hear that there is another relationship coming along. They're saying 8 months before this person comes into your life, though, okay? So it feels like you have to get ready for this. So you have to clear old energy and make sure you're ready for it when it happens.
All right.
All right.
And our last free question for the moment is... My goodness.
Does that block your screen when that happens?
It does.
Oh.
But it's okay. It's all good. Our last question is from Floor, who asks, are Isaac and I meant to be in a serious relationship?
Yeah, I do get the sense that you guys have a contract with each other to be together. Okay, so it does feel like it feels like it's going to be a friendship that grows into a deep, deep, deep love. Okay, so be open and receptive to that, and don't push it. Don't push too hard. Just let it happen. Okay. All right, keep hitting that like button. Every 20,000, we're gonna do 5 free questions. Okay, guys.
I just did the same thing onto the.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. All right. Our next question.
You know what you're doing.
Yes. Our next question here is from Annika, who asks, "When will Nick get back together with me, and why did he leave me in the first place?"
So I'm hearing that I get a lot of warning bells here for you, honey, that it's not a path that you should go back to. I do hear somebody else coming into your life in the next 4 months. So I do see a shift for you. This person is, I'm going to say this, they feel like they're very much about themselves, and they don't think about their actions when they do them. Okay. And so your guys are urging you not to go back. It's really about moving on. I get somebody named, I think it's an M. I'm going to say an M for you, okay? But it's not Mick. Somebody else. It feels like a long name.
All right. Mm-hmm. Our next question here is not a question, but Maz and Blue01 sent $15 and said, "Good luck."
Oh, no! Okay, we'll do the draw for Maz. Maz, if you're still here, honey, can you put your question in on the live? Mm-hmm. I have like 3 of them here. Hang on. Is it one now?
Yeah.
Okay. Extra question! So you send that to my Instagram, but please put your question in for the donation you just made, okay, honey?
Yes. All right. Our next question, not question, just kidding. Our next question is from Carrie Brayley, who asks, "I heard a lot of stuff about Matt last night that made me feel uneasy. I'm trying to work through it and not let it affect me because I think it's a test, but does Spirit have advice for me?"
So yeah, one of the things that I'm hearing is a little bit of it. So some of it is, let me put it this way. It is true in some sense of it, but it has been embellished. So it's not as bad as what you've heard, okay? Trust yourself, trust him, okay? It's really important that you listen to your own inner self and don't let these outside influences affect how things are going to progress for you, okay, honey? So please trust your intuition, and it's not as bad as what you've heard, is what I hear, okay?
All right, and Mazen Blue sent their question. They want to know if things will be financially okay. That's for Maz and Blue.
Okay, so what I'm hearing for you, Maz, is that it's a little bit of the same for the next 7 months, but something is shifting within 7 months from now, and it looks like there's a big change financially for you where it's more, lots more. So whatever you're doing, keep doing that because you're in the right direction. And I do get a sense that there's going to be like a bigger flow. So it might be a promotion. Usually when they show me that, it's like either a promotion or some kind of a job change that allows more money to come in. Okay. But it's in 7 months.
All right. Our next question here is from Carrie Barham, who asks, "Does Dan H want something to happen between us? If so, when will this happen? Thank you."
So yeah, there's definitely feelings brewing is what I'm hearing, but I'm feeling shy. So I think that it's like really difficult to make that step. I think it's important that you show that you're interested. Okay. And that will make it easier. And I do feel like something is going to happen within like the next few weeks. So pretty quick. All right.
All right. And Carrie just said, "Thank you so much. That answer made me tear up, but good. Thank you."
Oh, well, that's good. You're welcome.
All right. Someone just asked, "Is it too late to ask a question?"
Not at all. We just started. So yeah. So I don't know if you know how everything is working, but if you do want to just donate, you can donate whatever denomination. Anybody who donates 15 or more does get a chance to win an extra prize. And it's like an extra question, a mini reading, a full reading, or a copy of my children's book, okay? The mini readings I don't offer anymore, so this is the only way you'll ever get a mini reading from me is to win one.
All right.
Oh, and I forgot to mention. So everybody who goes and pre-orders, I'm going to say that again. Everybody up to 2,000 people that go and pre-order a copy of my children's book are all going to be entered in for a chance to win a free reading with me, which is the equivalent of $500. So it's a chance to win a $500 reading, which is a full reading with me. And if you have not seen me before, go check out my website. I have many, 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 many testimonials for readings that I've given to people. So just to help you feel a little bit more excited about it. I do have a goal of 2,000 books sold. It's in pre-order stage because I'm a self-published author, but I need to get to 2,000 books pre-ordered by August 31st, and we're at, 98, which is fantastic. I'm super happy and proud of that, but help me get to that 2,000, okay, guys? And I promise I'll pay it back to you too. All right.
And someone just asked, do you get a question if you give gifts? Because I donated $2 yesterday.
So only top gifters do, and then,
but we also do
a handful of free questions as well. Yes.
So just put your questions in, and we'll get you when we get you.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question here is from Lanisha. Welcome back, Lanisha, who asks, when will I become pregnant?
So they're telling me it's going to happen this year, that you're going to get pregnant in the fall, honey. So yay! It's happening very quickly.
All right, our next question here, and this is the end of our list,
okay,
is from Danielle Hutchins, who said $21!
Yay!
And Danielle asks, hi, any messages on where I should focus my energy, work, relationship, or personal growth?
So for you, honey, you're actually doing things really well right now is what I'm hearing, and you have been examining yourself, I'm going to put it like that. So you really have been doing a lot of self-reflection, and I do feel that there are some things still kind of there that are needing clearing out. But that being said, you are doing a phenomenal job, so you should be very proud of yourself. I do hear with you that there is some shifting that's going to be happening around career for you, which is going to be opening some doors. It looks like somebody is going to give you an opportunity that is going to change your career path. So whatever you're doing now, it looks like things are changing pretty dramatically, and it's going to be very different from what you're doing. So be open and receptive when somebody does approach you with this opportunity, and I hear take the chance, okay? So it's going to be really phenomenal for you, and it's going to change a lot of things for your life, and it has to do with the work you're doing with yourself. So whatever it is you're doing right now, it's shifting this vibration within you, which is opening up a different path for you. Best way to describe it, okay?
All right.
And she had a draw.
No.
Wasn't she?
For Lanisha? No.
Are you sure? I thought you just said that.
$7.
Never
for
mind.
Lanisha. But our next one is, you probably
I wanted
just
to
heard
give
me.
it.
All right.
I could have swore you said it.
I thought I did too, but it's not. All right.
A glitch.
Our next question here is from... Oh, wait, no. We just did Danielle Hutchins, right?
What was the question?
Yeah, we just did Danielle Hutchins. So, yes.
So,
$21. I'm not crazy. I was
feeling crazy. Okay, here we
Danielle
go.
Hutchins!
That's your fault. You're supposed to be paying attention to these things. Extra question! Just send the extra question to my Instagram, okay, honey? That was too funny.
Sorry, I've got a lot going on.
I know, and I really appreciate it. She does so much for me. This is my daughter, in case you guys don't know, and she does so much for me. I love it.
All right. I will update our list here.
So funny.
And I do see a couple people are saying that they sent their donation but haven't heard their name yet.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard your name yet, we go through the list as it comes in, okay? So we will get to you, and we do call out the names before so that you will for sure get your questions answered. Don't worry. We've only just begun. I mean, I guess we've been on now, 20 minutes? Yeah. So we're still here for like another hour and 10 minutes, so you don't have to worry. You're definitely on the list, okay?
All right, our new list in order. Our next question will be from Miriam, then Tracy, then Just Angela, then Emily Brandt, then Hermandez M. Roxana,
okay.
Then Danielle, then I Love Tuffy, then Janice, then Janessa, and then Trista.
Perfect. So you guys are all next, okay?
Yeah.
And the like button is still going. Oh, we're almost there. It's not going to take us long. Probably after this list, if you guys click really fast.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Our next question is from Miriam, who asks, when will my friend Lynn get engaged?
Oh, that's a good question. I heard 10 months. They were very quick about that. So 10 months from now.
All right. Go Lynn. All right.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Tracy. Welcome back, Tracy, who said $50.
Yay!
And then Tracy asks, am I going to be successful with my business or should I cut my losses?
No, honey, don't cut your losses because it's just there. It's literally what they're telling me is you're just about to have the garden grow. So definitely keep going, keep persevering. Just give it, I know it's hard. I know it's tough, but you got to trust the process and you have to trust the momentum of what you've been doing, honey. It's going to shift. It's going to shift. I promise you. Okay. And she donated 15, right? All right. Let's do an extra gifts. What do we got? I'm waiting for my guides to tell me when to grab them.
Yeah.
Extra question! I love these lives now. They're so much more fun. I mean, they were always fun, but this is just crazy fun stuff, eh?
All right. Our next question here is from Just Angela, who said, Yay! And Angela says, hi, Rebecca. Can you see what my purpose here is?
Yeah, honey, you are a healer, so you need to be doing healing work. And that can look like a lot of different things. So you can be a nurse, you can be a massage therapist, you can be a counselor. It really doesn't matter as long as you're doing healing modalities, okay? You can choose alternative healing modalities. It doesn't have to be like through the structured school type way, but healing, honey. Hands down, healer. They show me this is just the way that my guides communicate with me, but they show the mouth, which means that the best kind of healing that you do is through talk. Okay, so through giving people guidance.
All right,
yeah.
And
oh yeah, an extra gift. Let's see, what do we got here?
For Just Angela.
Is that one? Yeah. I'm like scared to look sometimes. Yay! Extra question! So you can just send that over to my Instagram, okay, honey?
All right. Next question here is from Emily, who asks, what do you see in my near love life?
Okay, that's a really great way of asking that, honey. So I do see somebody new coming into your life, and I feel like it's within the next 6 months for you. And you've done a lot of clearing up of old energy, so this person is going to be very different from what you're used to, okay? And this is the right vibration for you is what they're saying. So this is the person you've been waiting for. All right?
All right.
Did she have an extra? No.
No. No.
I'm just like so excited to give you guys gifts.
All right. Our next question here is from Hermandez M. Roxana 24, who asks, do you see me moving to Arizona with Tom? We are currently on a roller coaster.
Indeed, you are. Do you want to let your cat in? Because she's crying at the door. I do feel like yes, it's going to happen, but it isn't going to fix things, okay, honey? So you just have to be prepared to do the work to get the relationship to balance, okay? Communication is key here. You guys need to be really open and communicative with each other. Otherwise, things cannot smooth out for you, okay?
All right.
All right.
Our next question
and that was not an extra one, right?
Our next question here is from Danielle, who said $38.
Yay! Oh, wow. Honey, thank you.
So generous.
Very.
Right.
Danielle who?
Danielle Biancani, I believe.
Okay.
Who asks, what is my career path? Will my husband and I stay together? And any messages about love?
So yeah, I do feel like you and your husband have some... Yes, you're going to stay together, but there's work to be done, okay? So you will definitely be able to work things through. I feel like there is something that's going to happen with him that is going to change the way that he behaves. I don't know how else to describe it, but basically it's like there's going to be an aha moment and there's going to be a shift in him. So things are going to improve between the two of you. When it comes to career, it feels like you need to be self-employed, honey, because you need to have the freedom of that. And I do see that within the next 2 years, you are going to be running something of your own and you are going to have quite a lot of abundance is what they're telling me. So it's happening, okay? And then we're going to do your job.
Yes.
The cat just freaked out when I did the rattle. It's like I can't read. Extra question! So just send your extra question over to my Instagram, okay, honey?
All right. That was the end of our list.
Was it? Are we at 40 yet? Oh, we have 41. Oh. You missed the 40.
No, it says 40 right now.
Oh, never mind. I was reading the 1.1. I was reading the 40.1.
All right. I guess that's why I said that, but we're not on our list at all.
We're not?
No, but we can do the 3 questions. Sure.
5 free questions. Go.
All right.
That's funny.
All right. Our first free question is from Karina, who asks, what does my brother have to say?
Okay, so there's a lot of I don't know how to describe it, but basically it's like apologetic energy and a lot of, I want, you know, he's leaving the door open now. I want to rectify. I don't know what he means by that, but I want to fix it. I want to make it better. I want to make it a calmer energy. So whatever you can do, get into a meditative state and have an energetic conversation. That's the easiest way to fix it, okay?
All right. Our next question is from Miss Dorky, MS Dorky, who asks, will my brother get healthy?
No. Here's the thing. He's always going to have like a little something going on. A lot of it could be helped with what is going into the system. So maybe talk to him about maybe more of an organic diet and just being more clean with what's going in his system. But I do feel like there's always going to be issues. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Our next question here, as it goes crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely moving fast.
Our next question here is from T. Everett, who asks, does my mom have a message for me?
So your mom comes through as very sweet and genuine, honey, and has always been the one to watch out for you, watch over you. So just know that that has not changed. She's showing me a robin, so I'm just going to say it. I don't know what the robin means, but she's showing me the robin, okay? So maybe she'll send you a robin to show you, hey, I am here. Also, I do get that she tends to affect electronics when she's around. So that's glitching your phone, playing with the lights, just making things kind of go crazy, okay? So that's just her way of validating when she's around. But the robin is the most important thing, is what she's telling me, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Veronica, who asks, would it be beneficial to stay in my current house or start fresh as a recent widow? That's for Veronica Paintsjoy.
So not yet. They're telling me that you won't be leaving the home for 2 years. Okay, so you're going to be there for 2 years is what I hear. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and this is the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Our last question here is from Amber Lee, who asks, am I getting an inheritance or coming into money?
Not yet, but I do see a lump sum happening within the year and a half. So whatever's going on there, it is coming, but not yet. All right? All right, the 5 free. Keep hitting that like button, you guys, okay?
All right. Our
next.
I guess I'll just refresh the list
Sure.
here so that everybody can be reminded of where they are.
Sure.
So in order, our next question will be from I Love Tuffy, then Janice, then Janessa, then Trista, then Amb8383,
Okay.
then Julia Romano, then Melissa, then WM Miranda, and then Tamara.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
So I Love Tuffy.
I love it.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Who's before that? Yes.
Oh, you're just making sure where you are? Yeah.
All right. I Love Tuffy asks, is it over between me and Peter? Does he still have feelings for me?
So I feel like there's unresolved stuff still going on. So no, it's not completely over. Do I see you guys coming back together and having a long-term relationship? I don't see that, but there is unresolved energy, which means you guys do have to come together and at least have a conversation. Okay, honey?
All right. And I do see some people are spamming I donated. If you just want to let them
Yeah, so we will get to you. Don't spam that you've donated. Just wait until we call your name. We're on for another... I can't do math. We're here till 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Or wait, is that right?
12:30 or 1:30, whatever it is.
I don't even know what time it is anymore. No,
we're basically here for another hour.
We're here for like another hour, so don't worry. We'll get to you.
All right. Our next question here is from Janice, who asks, do you see Cody reaching out? Will we be in a lifelong relationship? Anything that I need to be aware of?
So what I'm hearing with you, honey, is that it feels like somebody else is coming along. I'm getting Anthony, I really do. I hear the name Anthony and it seems significant. What I'm getting with Cody is that it's like almost the right energy, but not fully the energy that you're looking for, that you're needing in your life. Okay, so this other person is coming in. Okay.
All right. And someone just said, You froze. I didn't get the message. Can you please repeat?
What was the question?
I have to see.
Yeah, no. What I'll do is I will upload it to my YouTube.
Yeah.
It's really hard to go back in because the information channels through. Okay, so it's not like something that I save. If I did, I would probably, be very exhausted. So I just let the information flow. So what I will do is I will post it to YouTube, and then you can just go back and find it. Okay.
All right. Our next question here is from Janessa, who sent $15.
Yay!
And Janessa asks, "What is happening in the upcoming year for me? Curly, curvy, clumsy." That's their TikTok name.
I love it. That's so cute. So it looks like there is a lot around work for you. So whatever it is you're doing, it feels very happy, and it feels very much like you are you're having a lot of joy and a lot of fun with work. So be open and receptive to collaborativeness is what they're saying. And it is going to be a different year when it comes to what you do for money is what they're saying. Okay. So that feels great. It just feels really good around work. So whatever's going on there, it almost feels like a party all the time. I don't know how else to describe it, but it feels good, which, I get to do it. I get to come to work and enjoy myself, but it's not always the case. So in this case, that's what I'm hearing for you is like work is really becoming fun. Okay. So just be ready for that. And she had a big donation, right?
For Janessa.
All right. Let's see what you got. You're going to be happy. Mini reading. Woo! So, honey, just send me your information on my Instagram, okay? Just message me privately on Instagram. Congrats. Oh, wait, I'm going to put that back in the bowl. Again, I put the other ones to the side, but the mini reads I like to stick back in, so there's higher chance.
Thanks so much. Woo! All right.
I'm looking forward to doing that with you.
Yeah. All right, our next question here is from Trista, who asks, "Will I hear from Logan soon?"
Yeah, within the next few weeks is what I'm hearing, okay? So just be patient. And I do feel like it's important that you give Logan the opportunity to come to you. Don't go trying to get Logan don't try to message, basically is what I hear. Yeah.
All right, our next question here is from Amber, who sent $50.
Yay!
And Amber asks, "Any messages regarding my career? It's been wanting out of my current place."
Yeah, I know. They're telling me that you're still there for a little while, honey, so just be patient is what I'm hearing. But there is a shift next year. So 2023, it does look like you're going to find something that's a little bit more in alignment with who and what you are, okay? So just be patient until then. I'm sorry. I know that's not what you want to hear, but you're sitting there for a little bit is what they say, okay? And it does look like what is coming for you next is going to be similar to what you're doing, but the environment is a lot nicer. So it feels like you have better people around you. Okay? All right, let's draw. What do we got? Let's give her something.
For Amber.
Extra question!
Yay, congrats!
Congrats, honey. So just send your extra question over to my Instagram, okay?
All right,
Yay,
and there are
that's
still
so
people
awesome.
spamming, if you could just remind them.
Yeah, so are they just spamming that they donated?
No, they're spamming the questions.
Oh, yeah. So just wait until we hit the, what are we at? 60,000, right? Because we did 40 already.
Yes.
Yeah, so wait till we're at 60,000 to put your question in, you guys, because I'm only doing free questions for every 20,000 likes, okay?
All right, our next question here is from Julia Romano, who asks, "No specific question, just wondering if there are any messages from my spirit guides or grandparents that have passed on. Thank you."
Yeah, so your spirit guides have been communicating with you quite a lot lately. I do hear with you that they like to use numbers. It's easy for them with you. So when you see the numbers, honey, it's really important that you go back to what were you just thinking, feeling, or saying in that moment when you see those numbers, and that's a validation from them, okay? So the easiest thing to do, and this is how when I do my classes, what I teach people is write down what you were just feeling, thinking, or saying, and then write the number beside it, and then look up the number to see what the number means, okay? I like to use Doreen Virtue's angel numbers. Those resonate really well with me, but find whatever resonates with you, okay? And this is the way that you'll start programming how you communicate with your guides, okay?
Mm-hmm. All right, our next question is from Melissa, who asks, "Is Sean regretful of his decision, and do you see him coming forward for reconciliation?"
Yeah, I do see that there's a lot of regret. I don't get the sense that there's going to be a reconciliation, but mostly it feels like it's coming from you, not so much from Sean. So there might be this desire for that to happen, but it feels like you're going to be like, no, sorry, you're the one blocking that energy because you're like, man, we can't rectify what's happened. It feels like it's too far gone. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Our next question is from W. Miranda 2, who asks, "Hi, my ex-partner keeps coming to my job. What's his intentions with me, and is he playing with my heart?"
No, definitely. I do feel like there's feelings. I do get, you guys should sit down and at least have a conversation, but I do get resistance, honey. I don't get this, like, let's go back and be back together. It feels like somebody else is meant for you and somebody else is coming into your life, and you really shouldn't go back into the old pattern of things. It almost feels like the universe's way of checking to see that you're finished so that you can move on with the right partner. Okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Tamara, who asks, "Should I apply for the success coach job? Not sure if it's the right time for me. My name is Tamara."
So I do, yeah, honey, because here's the thing. What it's going to do is it's going to open you up, especially when it comes to the heart chakra, and it's going to help you get to that next step that you're trying to reach for, okay? So you may not be 100% emulating exactly what it is that position is going to hold for you, but you are going to be able to step into what you're supposed to be doing. So yes, please, please, please do, okay?
All right, and our next question is from Tara. Welcome back, Tara, who asks, "I've
How
been
much?
$7.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was just saying, welcome back.
Oh, welcome back. Don't do the shaker because you're
Sorry.
confusing me.
It's so fun too, though.
Yes, I know it is. Welcome back, Tara.
All right, Tara asks, "I've been happily single a long time. I'm good with being single. Is that going to change? Thank you for your light."
So I definitely do feel like you're meant to kind of have that lifestyle, but I feel a companion coming in. So it's not somebody who's going to come in and intrude in your space, but it's somebody that you're going to spend a lot of time with. So restaurants, going to the movies, going for walks, having somebody to talk to, but not necessarily somebody living in your space with you, if that makes any sense. Okay, so this is companion energy, but not necessarily romantically done. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Anna K. Stewart, who said $50. Yay! And Anna asks, "Who are my spirit guides?"
Oh, that's a great question, honey. I love it. So you have 3 guides with you. I feel 2 male and a female energy. It's an elderly man and a man that's in their 40s is what it feels like. And then you have the younger female. She feels like she's, I'm going to say maybe 25 energy wise. Okay. That's your youthfulness. The female is the one that really emphasizes the youthfulness. The older male is where you get your, the thinking. You think a lot is what they're showing me. Okay. So when it comes to trying to process things, I do get from them, write it out. Okay. So that you can really let go of things that no longer, serve you, because when you're just rolling it around in your head, you're not going to be able to let go of it, if that makes any sense. Okay, but those are your 3 guides. Names don't matter, but if you do want to name them, feel free to name them yourself. They don't need names to communicate and work with us. Okay, but that is how they come through energetically for me.
All right.
All right, and did she have a
yes,
yes.
Anna K. Stewart.
Yeah. All right,
For Anna.
Give me one. There's like way too many here. Extra question! Congratulations, honey.
And we just hit 60K.
Yay!
We'll
Perfect.
just do this one last name.
Yeah, so we're going to do one last name. Hold your questions for a second. Get them ready so that you can press the send button. Okay, last name.
All right. Our next question here is from Courtney Clem, who asks, "Can you tell me anything about my soulmate, like a name or a time I'll meet them or where?"
Yeah, so I get a T. I think it's either Tommy or Timothy. They sound very similar, so it's hard to see it, but it's a T is what I get. And this person is coming into your life next year, so you need to be ready for it, is what your guides are telling you. So start clearing away any energy that no longer serves you around relationships. So what they mean by that is if you have any negativity around relationships, you think about your past relationships and you're like, why did I do that? Go back in and really see what was the lesson there and what you gained from that relationship, and try to see it as a positive, because once you shift and feel more positive about a relationship, it will open you up to allowing your soulmate in. Okay?
And I will say, Kristen Curry just bought a book.
Yay! Awesome. So just so you know, honey, I will be adding you into the list of people who get a chance to win a full reading with me as well. All right?
Thank you so much. Yay.
I love it.
All right.
5 free questions.
Yeah.
Go.
All right. Our first question here is from Stephanie. Welcome back, Stephanie, who is one of our top gifters.
Top gifters.
Likers.
Perfect.
Yeah. Stephanie asks, why did I dream about him last night?
Oh, okay. So they tell me unfinished energy. So it may not be from this life is what I'm getting. It could be that it's a past life connection here. Okay. So work that energy out is what I hear. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Anna, who asks, should I stay in Nova Scotia in the fall or move?
No, they tell you stay. It's not time to move then. I do hear for you, if you do make a move, it's better to do it towards springtime for you. Okay?
All right. Our next question is from Davina. Welcome back, Davina, who asks, is Sean going to be part of my life? Anything new coming?
So definitely I do feel like there's a connection with the two of you that isn't going to sever, but I do feel like it's not going to be... I don't know how to describe it. There's somebody else coming into your life, okay? So just be prepared and ready for that is what I want to say.
All right. Our next question here is from Betty Boop 102423.
I love it.
Who asks, anything from my husband or mom? They passed 2 years ago.
Oh, honey. Yeah, absolutely. So I get the sense that both of them are around. You have had evidence of them being around is what I'm being told. So you're not imagining when you're seeing things, especially when you see movement, okay? I do feel like your husband sits with you a lot, so lays with you on the bed, sits with you on the couch, touches you a lot. He tells me he plays with your hair, and there's something about it. There's a dog, so he's showing me a dog that is significant, and that's just his way of validating him, okay? He's around more than your mom, but they both come around is what I'm hearing, okay? So you definitely haven't lost them, and that's important. Keep talking to them because it does help them to communicate with you, okay? And they will give you signs if you ask for them. All right,
and our last question here, as it keeps going crazy.
I know, I see that.
All right, our last question here is from Leslie, who asks, is the person I am with my forever person?
Definitely feels like the right vibration for you, honey. What I will say is just make sure you take things slow and don't try to move in a certain direction until it's time for that, okay? So don't try to move it too quickly. All right?
All right.
All right, keep hitting that like button.
Yeah. My computer's going crazy.
Oh, did you scroll too fast?
All right. I will just update our list here.
Okay.
Someone just asked, the donate button for the book is where I donate for the question?
Yeah, you can donate there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Our new list here in order. Our next question will be from Ishu Kaur. Welcome back.
Yes.
Then Amanda Lavana. Then Betty Boop. Then Brittany. Then Kayla Emmett. Then Rose. Then Melissa. Then Colleen. Then Hard DN02. Then Jesse. And then Ellie for Raw 14. Welcome back to you too.
There we go.
All right, so our first question here is from Ishu Kaur, who sent $50.
Yay!
Ishu asks, how does my future partner look like? Is he oldest in his family?
No, I get that they're the middle child, older than you by a couple of years is what I'm hearing, and taller than you, dark hair, and also quite a nice dark complexion and dark eyes is what I'm getting. Very genuine in the way that their energy is, and also very family focused, okay? So family is important, and will always be an important part, an aspect of things. So it's about doing family things, okay? So just be prepared for that. All right. Oh, and yes, an extra gift. Is that your way of trying to make it like something good? They're all good. Extra question.
Congrats.
All right, honey, you can send that over to my Instagram, okay?
All right. Our
You're so
next
cute.
question here is from Amanda Lavana, who sent $50.
Yay!
Amanda asks, what is my life's purpose?
Okay, so Amanda, honey, you're an intellect, so it's really important that your mind is stimulated in whatever it is that you do. But what I'm hearing mostly is that you have to be sharing yourself with people. Okay, so however that looks, it can be through writing, it can be through vlogging, it can be through whatever, but you need to be sharing your intellect with people because that's what you're here to do. Now that sounds strange, but that's what they're telling me and they're showing me, because you just have a lot of really interesting ideas that are going to impact and transform people. And that's why I think they really want you to do some like vlogging or writing or something like that. Okay.
All right.
It's gonna be something fun, right? Let's see. Extra question!
Very nice. Congrats.
Congrats, honey.
All right. Our next question.
Thanks for keeping
here,
track of that.
Our next question here is from Betty Boop. Hello again, Betty Boop, who sent $50.
Yay!
And Betty Boop asks, when is Fernando going to tell me he loves me, and when is he moving to Florida to be with me?
Good questions, by the way. So I hear it's about 2 months before you hear the L word. So it's going to be a little bit. And I do feel like there is going to be a move, but it's not until at least next year. Sorry, honey. So you're going to just have to wait a little bit, okay? All right.
All right.
Extra question! Yay! Congratulations, honey. Where are those mini readings? I'll get them up at the top if I can.
And someone asked, I ordered your book last night. Do I donate again or get a question today? Just
no, if you ordered last night, yeah, I did. I got 2 orders last night. So if you're both on the live, feel free to put your question in. Just make sure you give me your name so that I know who it is.
All right. And someone said, hi, I tried to donate. Where do you write your question? It doesn't come up.
Oh, no. Okay, when we call your name, we'll ask you to put it into the live here, okay?
All right. And someone said, I donated in the wrong spot. No, you didn't.
No, you can't donate in the wrong spot. It doesn't matter where you donate. Either donate button will come to the email that we're on, so you don't have to panic. It's okay.
And if you want, just send me your name so I can check out to see if we got your donation.
Yeah, it should be okay. As long as it said it went through. I've never, ever had it not be an issue. What I'm trying to say is I've never had it be an issue. That's what I'm trying to say. Blah, blah, blah. Sure.
All right. Our next question here is from Brittany, who asks, I've had this reoccurring dream every couple of years about a man who seems to be my husband in the dream, but I never see his face. Is this a premonition or past love life?
So it most definitely is. It is your energy's way of preparing you for that energy to come in, okay? It is common when we have, so not everybody has a soulmate. Let's just say that, like in that capacity, okay? And so when you do have somebody epic like that who's going to come into your life, it is very common for you to dream about them and not see their face, okay? So it's just you're getting ready for it. I do feel like this person is still a couple of years away, but they are coming into your life within the next 2 years, honey. So be ready for that, okay? And was hers a donation one or no? Like a
no.
Okay.
You're so eager to do those.
I am so eager because it's fun.
All right. Our next question here is from Kayla Emmett, who asks, Jamie and I met up recently. Did it mean anything to him? He gives me so many mixed emotions. I'm so confused.
Definitely. What I'm hearing is that he's confused too. So it's kind of there. When I'm in the moment of it, I feel I'm ready, but then when I walk away, I get scared is the energy that I get from Jamie, okay? So just be prepared for that to be the case for a little while. I do feel like there will be feelings that will grow, but it's going to take a bit of time, okay, honey? So just be patient with them.
All right. And Karen, who ordered one of the books.
Yes, Karen, I remember her name.
Question if you
are ready. I'm ready. Yeah.
All right. Karen asks, question, does my husband want to stay married to me?
Yes, I see a yes for that, but I do hear that it's going to take some work for you guys to get where you were before. Okay, honey? So if you can get him to open up, it's really hard because he doesn't really like to be open and receptive to communication, but I feel like that's what you guys need, okay? And it's going to help a lot. So I don't know how you're going to get him to do so, but you got to get him talking, okay, honey? And because she did do the larger one, I am going to pick.
Okay.
Because you did a larger donation. I mean, I know you bought a book, but same. Extra question, okay, honey?
Nice.
So you can send that over to my Instagram, okay?
All right.
It was worth it. And then you are also going to be entered later once I hit the 2,000 mark for my books sold. I will be doing a draw for a reading as well, okay? So you'll be entered into that.
All right. And someone asked.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did I already read this?
I don't know if you did.
Yeah, if I purchase a book, can I get a question?
Yes, you already read that.
Yeah, okay.
I think that was
That's
Karen.
what I thought.
That was Karen that you
No,
just
it was
did,
a different
wasn't it?
person.
Oh, was it?
All right, our next question here is from Rose, who asks, will I hear from my ex Marcus soon? If so, when?
You will hear from Marcus, yes, but you guys aren't going to be together, so just be aware of that, okay? I hear the name Alan comes in, so I'm just going to say it, and this person is who you're going to be with, okay, honey? So that's who they want you to be with.
All right, our next question here is from Melissa, who sent $15.
Yay! Thank you, honey.
Melissa, wherever I may go, asks, why do I feel so out of touch with my abilities?
So you're not, honey. So there is a lot that's shifting within you is what they're telling me. And it does feel like you are opening up in a different way. And so we have to practice it a little differently than how you have been before. Okay. So they're telling me get you to practice your telepathic abilities. So using playing cards with somebody and getting them to turn it and see what the suit is. And then you're practicing that. I'm also hearing practice your psychometry. So if you don't know what that is, just it's taking an object, holding it, and seeing what images you get from it. So like a personal object of somebody's, and then you let the information come in. You're an empath, honey, so you got to start really working with your empathic abilities, which means that you have to trust what you're feeling about people, okay? And there's a lot of people that tell you things that go against what you feel, but they're not always telling you the truth. And so it has dampened some of your ability, or what I mean is it's just your faith in yourself. Okay. So practice. And as you start seeing that, hey, it actually is accurate, you're going to get stronger in it. Okay.
And?
Yes.
For Melissa.
Yes. What do I got? Extra question!
Leave it up, yeah.
Throw it outside of the bowl.
All right. Oh, perfect.
Are you paying attention to our likes as well, right? I know we're
Yes.
not there yet. We're almost there, though. We'll get there. I see it.
All right. Our next question here is from Colleen, who sent $21.
Oh, yay!
Colleen asks, could I have a love/career reading, please?
Definitely. Okay, so career with you, it feels like whatever you're doing now is shifting within the next 2 years. So by 2024, you're going to be doing something totally different is what they're telling me. Don't panic. It's okay. Your guides are going to help you along the way, okay? If you're in a relationship, I don't see this relationship lasting. I do see somebody else coming in. I hear the name Steven, so I'm just going to give it to you. The name Steven is important, and this person is coming into your life within the next year.
And?
Oh, yes, and what are these?
Not you want to.
I know. Extra question. Congrats. Send it over to my Instagram, okay? I would do it for everybody. If they all would just do that minimum donation, then we'd be good. I would give it all. I wish I had more of me so that I could do more.
All right. And someone asked, what's the PayPal? What's the PayPal?
What's the PayPal?
What's the PayPal?
Oh, I don't know how to tell you that. If you just go to my website, www.rebeccadragonheart.com, you'll see my donate button there if you don't see the or the link tree. I don't know. It's Rebecca Dragonheart, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what you would look for.
All right. Our next question here. Someone said, is it too late to donate?
No, you can donate now. We still have a half an hour, 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah. And I mean, I get through them pretty quickly. So even if I don't get to you here on the live, I will always answer your questions on my Instagram afterwards, okay? So I always make sure everybody gets their questions answered.
All right. Our next question here is from, we just hit 80,000. Woo!
Ah! Okay, answer this question and then I'll do the 5 free.
All right.
So hold your 5 free questions for a second, okay, guys?
All right, our next question here is from HardDN02, who sent $15.
Yay!
And they ask, who are my spirit guides? Also, for the extra pull out of the bowl, I already ordered the book. Will I get a repull if that comes out?
So did you order the book like today or?
No,
like,
they're asking if they get a free book, can they get a repull?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, of course.
Who are my spirit guides?
So spirit guides. Okay. So you actually, this is insane. You have a lot. Most people only have 2. It's not very common for people to have a lot. I see you have 7, which means that you are meant to do some spiritual work, honey. So you need to be tapping in and working on where you want to fit in, okay? When you have this many guides, it means you have some big work to be done. So it's really important that you're training yourself now is what I'm hearing, okay? So learning your special gifts, your psychic abilities and things like that. You have several is what I'm hearing. Automatic writing is one of them, so you might want to look into that. Also, you're very empathic and your intuition is really bang on as well. And they do tell me you also precog, which means that you dream the future. Okay, so it's really important you work on those gifts. That's where you need to be working with things. The 7 guides are, so you've got some that are not necessarily, I don't know how to describe this. So we've got one that is very angelic in its way of being. It doesn't feel like an archangel, but it is very angelic feeling. And then you have 4 males, but they all have different roles that they're playing for you, okay? And then you have 2 females as well. So that's your group, but I do feel like some of them come and go, which means that depending on what you're doing and where you're working with them, they're going to shift, okay? You'll always have the same main guide, but then the other ones feel like they shift, but it's a lot, so you really got to work with them.
All right.
Okay.
For Dana.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Yay! Mini reading! And that is so perfect, honey, because there's so much more I wanted to say, and now I can. Congratulations, honey. Oops, that didn't go in the bowl. Putting it back. Yay! Okay, so
free question time.
Yeah, so message me on Instagram that you won the free mini reading, okay, honey? That's awesome.
Congrats.
All right, 5 free questions, go.
All right, our first is from Banjo Membrila, who asks, is my grandma around me? Does she leave me signs?
Definitely. So I don't know why I keep seeing a washing machine. I don't know what the washing machine is about, but that is typically them validating, okay? So there's something about a washing machine. She leaves you coins. She's very old school in the way that she does things, and she's also showing me a pair of glasses. So the glasses are also significant. It's just her way of validating, okay, honey? She comes around quite often during the afternoon is what I get, okay? So middle of the day for you.
All right, our next question here is from Stephanie Talbot 51, who asks, when do you see success for me with my music?
Okay, so 2024, it came through really fast. All right, so keep at it. Don't give up. And exposure, honey. So get on every platform you can and really share your gift with people, okay? Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from Haley B, who is our second top gifter.
Ah, perfect.
And Haley B asks, anything I need to know at the moment?
Yeah, so they're telling me that, this year, like I've said before, is a very important year for a lot of people where they're stepping into who and what they are, honey. But I do hear with you, it's important that we get your body clean so that you can hear better. And what they mean by that is psychically speaking, okay? So make sure what you're putting in your system is healthy, not just what you're eating, but also what you're watching and what you're consuming on TV as well, okay? And toxic people in your life. So it's really important we clean things up is what I hear for you, okay?
All right, our next question here is from Katya Itza, who says, hi, please, is there a message from my mom or brother?
So your brother comes through more so than your mom. I do feel like with your brother, he's showing me a guitar, so I'm just going to share that with you. I don't know if you like to play or what the guitar symbolizes, but I feel like you'll understand. Also, his energy is very protective, so he feels like I'm getting validation here. I'm going to keep you safe, and I'm going to keep negative toxic people out of your life, basically, okay? So if you find that people disappear out of your life, it's your brother. I'm just going to say it like that. Your mom is more of a bystander. She kind of watches, but she doesn't really intervene. She does tell me, though, that she dreams with you. So when you remember dreaming with her, just know that that's a visitation, not necessarily just a dream, okay?
All right. And our last question here. One moment while it goes more crazy. Our last question here is from Jess, who asks, is my mom and grandma around me?
Yeah, your grandma comes around more than your mom. I feel like your mom visits somebody else more often or somebody else needs her more, okay? So your grandma comes around more. I'm smelling baking with her, and she keeps showing me her with like a mixing bowl, and I don't know if that is something that you used to do together, but that's just her way of like validating it. Literally smelling baking cookies. Like, it smells so good. I love psychic smells. It's wonderful. It's a weird thing, but yeah, it happens. So yes, she's definitely very much around you. And you know what she reminds you, honey, is enjoy your life and don't forget to take time for yourself, okay? That's just funny.
All right. Okay. And I do see someone ask, how do I get a read?
Yeah, so if you want to be a part of what we're doing here, just go to my link tree. If you don't see the link tree, you can Google Rebecca Dragonheart link tree, and there's a donate button on there. Donate whatever denomination. If you do want to be a part of the giveaway, it's a minimum $15 donation, and you have a chance to win an extra question, a mini reading, a full reading, or a copy of my children's book. All right.
All right.
And keep hitting that like button. Every 20,000, I will do 5 free questions.
And I do see some people are saying, I donated and you haven't answered yet.
That's okay. I'll get to you. If we run out of time, you guys, the way that it works is I get you just to send your questions over to my Instagram, and I always have them answered. Like I had a bunch of questions from the extra questions, also from the live from yesterday, and I had them all answered before I even did this live. So don't worry. I always make sure I answer you guys. It just might be on Instagram instead of here on the live. Okay.
All right. Our next, or I guess I'll read out the list. So in order, our next question is from Jessie Value, then Ellie4Raw14, then KN Curry, I'm going to assume that's Kristen Curry.
Okay.
Then Haley B, then SK Grow 63, then Emmy Brandt, then Lily, and then Jess.
Jess
right?
what?
No last name.
No last name. Okay. Is there an email?
I'll read it out.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
All right. You guys are next.
So, Jessie W. My goodness. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Jessie asks, what are Bilal's feelings for me? Will we ever get into a relationship?
So I do feel like you guys aren't going to be in a committed relationship, but there is unfinished energy there. So you guys definitely are coming together in this life for a reason, and you do have to work that out. I feel somebody else coming into your life, though, that is going to take that space. So it's not going to be with him. Sorry.
All right. Someone asked, how much is a donation for a question? And someone said, I donated, but still haven't heard my name.
Yeah, so we're going through the list. We do it by donation received. So if you haven't heard your name yet, just stay on until you do. And minimum donation is $6. And if you do want to get in for the draw, it is a $15 donation, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from Ellie4Raw14, who sent $15.
Yay!
And they ask, hi, Rebecca, should I prepare and take money out of the IRA? I'm 58 years young, and I'm supposed to wait until 59 and a half to take the money out penalty free. But a lot of people are worrying about their money.
Yeah. So here's the thing. What is happening with investments and things like that, what I am getting is things are going to dip for a couple of years. So don't panic. You can take it out if you want to, but you are going to pay the penalty. Are you going to lose more if you leave it? I kind of get the sense that you might. So I would probably take the penalty, to be perfectly honest. But that being said, I wouldn't go and suggest to people to go out and take all of their investments out, because it is going to come back up. Okay. So it depends on if you're going to need it at 59. If you're not, and you can leave it in there for a few years and you don't need to worry about it, it's going to be fine, honey, for you. But if you need it, and you're going to need it within the next couple of years, I do get that sense that there is going to be a bit of a dip and a crash in the market, and then it's going to come back. It always does anyways, but that's what I hear is like over the next 2 years, it's like down, 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 and then back up again, okay?
All right. Our next question here is from KN Curry, who asks,
wait, did she have a $15 donation?
Ellie4Raw? Oh, yes,
She
Ellie4Raw,
did. Sorry. I was like, wait, the sun is hitting me in the face.
Oh, no.
Hang on a sec.
Okay. It's okay. Just do the curtains.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Faster.
It is faster. There we go.
All right.
It kind of helped. I'll scoot over.
Okay. Our next question here is from KN Curry, who asks, I frequently see butterflies, sometimes feathers, and red birds. Can you tell me who is sending them? Thank you.
So it feels like a grandma. It's a grandmother energy, especially the feathers. So what I'm hearing is when you're seeing those feathers, honey, it's a reminder to think of her. Okay? Not so much the butterflies. I get the butterflies are kind of sent, I think, from your guides more so than a loved one. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Our next question here is from Haley B, who asks, am I ever going to be successfully self-employed? Thank you.
Yeah, I hear what's going to end up happening is the success starts in 2024 for you. Keep at what you're doing. I do feel like you're going to have a couple of like unsuccessful experiences first before it actually hits, okay? So just be patient with yourself, honey, and allow yourself to have the experiences, okay? It's going to help. Sometimes the failures help you to be successful in the end, right?
All right. Our next question here is not a question, but a $64 donation from SK Grove 63.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much. That's incredible. Okay, is there a question? No?
There's no question.
Okay, so who is it?
SK Grove 63.
Okay, so if you're on the live, honey, please put your question in here, and I'm going to draw for you here.
All right.
Wow, amazing. Thank you, honey. Extra question. Look at that. Oops, it fell in the bowl. I'll take it out. Okay, so you'll watch for her?
Yeah, of course. All right. Our next question here is from Emmy Brandt, who asks, have I already met this person coming forward in my love life?
Yes. Yeah, they tell me you have. I do want to say for the $64 donation, I am going to send you a copy of my children's book. So please do email me with your address when it's ready to go. I will make sure you get a copy as well, because that's an amazing amount.
All right, and for Emmy Brandt, have I already met this person coming forward in my love life?
Yes. The answer is yes.
All right. I do see SK Grove.
Perfect.
I think.
Do you?
SKG763.
That's probably.
Asks, anything I need to know?
Definitely. Okay. So there are some health things they're telling me. Okay. So make sure that we're getting enough rest, honey, and we're taking good care of ourselves. That's the main thing. And I do hear checking to see what you're eating, making sure you're not sensitive to some of those things, okay, honey? So that you can be in optimal health to have a long-lasting future is what I'm hearing, okay? So make sure we're taking care of ourselves. The resting part, it feels like you're not sleeping well or something's going on with your sleeping patterns. So do whatever you can to shift that and get help with that, okay?
All right, our next question here is from Lily Nilingita, who sent $21.
Yeah, thank you, honey.
And Lily asks, hello, I just need a bit of guidance on how to reach my full potential. And what are my spirit guides trying to tell me? I have tons of crazy dreams. Thank you. AKA lots of love.
Oh, honey, I love you too. So I'm going to tell you this. You are a starseed, honey. So it's really important that you learn what that means for yourself. You're here to do some anchoring of energy, but you're also here to teach and open people up, which means you have to learn how to work with that for yourself, okay? The dreams are very significant, so it's important that we're writing those things down. What I hear is you get a lot of divine information through your dreams, and this is kind of your way of channeling, okay? So it's so important that you keep a record of what you're dreaming, honey, even if it feels like, oh, I don't want to write it because they're long. They're literally like stories. I know, but you got to write them down because there's so much information in there. You do a lot of work in your dream time is what I'm hearing, and so that's why the dreams are so vivid, okay? That being said, being a starseed, you're here for a purpose, and I hear for you, big part of your purpose is to help people wake up. Okay, so you have to work on how are you going to add this into your experience. Okay, honey? All right?
All right.
All right. Let's get something good. Okay, I know they're all good, but extra question!
That
Not
was for
putting it back.
Lily.
There you go. Congrats, honey.
All right. Our next question here is from Jess, who asks, how is Robbie feeling about me lately? You said I'd get married in 2025. Will I marry him?
So yeah, I definitely feel like there is a deep connection with you two. I will say this though, you have to be really careful how you are in this relationship, because if you're too pushy with them, I get the sense that it'll push away. Okay, so we have to just let things naturally flow and know that, you know, this is the right person for you. Just be yourself, honey. You don't have to do anything in this relationship other than be yourself. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Flora, who has been patiently waiting. And Flora asks, how will it go at my new job? I start tomorrow, and is my ex going to reach out to me?
So I definitely feel like this new job is a great start for you, honey. It feels very different from what you've done before, and it feels very family feeling when you're at work kind of thing. So these are people you can trust and you can care about and you can open up to. Okay, so it's gonna go well is what I hear. What was the part about the ex?
And is my ex going to reach out to me?
Yeah, in time is what they say. So it's not very soon, but yes, there is going to be contact for sure. Okay.
All right. And I do see here Roxana. I'm not sure if you sent multiple donations, but we did actually answer you already. So
okay.
Roxana, who has been patiently waiting.
Oh.
But I don't know if you have to have been waiting.
Oh, no. If you missed your answer, honey, I will upload the video onto YouTube later, okay? Once it downloads from TikTok. Mm-hmm. It can take a few hours sometimes. TikTok's a little funny.
Yes.
But I will definitely upload it for you, okay, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Yeah. We're at 999. 100. So now we can do the free questions.
5 free questions. Go, guys.
All right.
That was really sad. Blow that again. There we go.
All right. Our first question here is from, oh my goodness, that went really fast.
Wow. Oh my. Yes, it's definitely moving quickly. Okay, I can move back to my position that I was at before. I feel like I'm scrunched up at the end of the table. Oh, no, maybe not.
All right, our first question here is from Presley, who asks, will I get pregnant soon?
4 months, they say. So, yeah, that's soon, right?
All right. Our next question is from Dana, who asks, what is my son's life's purpose? My son's life's purpose.
That's great. So your son, it feels like, is very intellectual, honey, and I get the sense that, like, engineer, something to that effect, okay? So very much in that field is what I'm hearing.
All right. Our next question is from Hannah, who is our top liker or top gifter.
Okay.
Hannah asks, do I have any spiritual gifts, and how can I get in touch with my spirit guides?
Mm-hmm. So I have a whole series on how to communicate with your spirit guides. You can go watch those videos, but it's super easy, honey. You just talk to them, okay? What I hear with you is that, you know, your guides are constantly communicating with you. They do use numbers, but one of your gifts is empathic, okay? They keep showing me your throat, which means you need to speak your truth more, okay? And make sure you're not sugarcoating things, you're saying things with truth, okay? That's super important. It's going to help you a lot. But you're an empath, and that's where most of your power comes from. So as an empath, it's hard for us to speak our truth sometimes because we don't want to upset or anger people, and it can affect us. But that is where you really have to work, okay, honey?
All right. Our next question is from Chanel B, who asks, will me and my kid's father ever get back together? When?
No, I don't hear that for you, honey. I hear somebody else is coming in that is going to be your life partner. Okay, so this is a person who's going to be there forever. Yeah.
All right. And our last free question here for now is from Amy, who asks, any messages from mom or uncle?
So your mom comes through. I don't get the sense that your uncle is around very often, other than when you guys are talking about him. That's when he comes in. Your mom, I don't know what, I see your mom in like these really funny looking slippers. I don't know why, but I guess that's just her way of validating. She just has a really funny personality, and it's almost like carefree jokester kind of energy. It's just funny. She wants you to take life less serious is the message that I get from her, okay, honey? But these slippers are ridiculous. I don't know what the slippers are all about, but that's what I'm seeing is like these silly slippers on her feet. Yeah.
All right.
There you go. All right.
All right. Our next question, or I guess our new list. We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, so
just a short list.
Yeah, it's going to be a short list, guys. So just try to find the ones that are those. If you have donated, we're almost to the end of the live. If you have donated and we haven't gotten to you, and we're going to call out a list right now. Once we call that list out, if your name hasn't been called, then I will answer you on Instagram. So send your questions over to my Instagram. Make sure you include your email so that I know who it is, so that I can verify, okay? Before we get into the list, thank you so much, you guys, for always being so supportive. I want to say, and I do want to mention about the book again, that I am trying to get to 2,000 copies pre-ordered. And I guess we've gone up now. We're at the 100 mark because of somebody today. So thank you so much for that. Please, if you are interested in sharing with your children that we are a soul in a human body and not the other way around, and explaining to them about the other side and what it's like coming in, and that, you know, picking our lives, picking our family, you know, it's a beautiful story that I channeled over 20 years ago. Please, if you want something like this for your kids, go and pre-order a copy. Everybody who supports up to the first 2,000 people is going to get entered in for a chance to win a free reading with me, which is a 45-minute reading, and you will get all of your questions answered in there. You can go and check out my website and see what people are saying. The testimonials there are amazing. So, yeah. All right, you got your list of peoples?
I do indeed.
Perf.
So, first, we will be doing Karen Sanchez, then Rebecca Pretty Girl, then Sun Raz, then Jody, then... let me write down Jody. Mm-hmm. Then Jessica Gonzalez. And then Rose. Then Amy. Yes. And then... then Kay Walters.
Okay. So you guys are all next. If you didn't hear your name, go send your questions over to my Instagram, because I answered those also in the order that they are received, and it can take up to 24 hours for me to answer, but I promise I will answer you all. All right. And I will do so as soon as I'm done the live, I start. All right. So who's the first one?
Karen Sanchez.
Karen. All right, Karen.
Karen Sanchez, who sent $15.
Yay!
Karen asks, how does Abel feel about me, and is it over?
No, it doesn't feel over. I feel like there's lots of unresolved energy there. I do feel like you guys are going to have a conversation, and I can see a reconciliation happening if the conversation goes the right way. So try to keep your pride out of it, and stay open-hearted, okay, when you do have the conversation. All right?
All right.
All right. My fingers. A mini reading, honey. Yay! Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah.
All right.
I love it. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just responding to people.
No, that's not a problem. Okay.
All right. Our next question here is from Rebecca Pretty Girl, who sent $50.
Yay! Thank you, honey.
Rebecca asks, has Octavio ever gotten a reading on me? If so, what would it say? Thank you.
No, I don't hear that has happened yet, but I will say this: you guys definitely are meant for each other, and it is moving in the right direction, so don't stress and worry about it, okay, honey? That's what I'm going to say to you. All right. Extra question! I love you with that shaker.
Our next question here, ouch, as I skid my finger.
Oh, ow.
Our next question here is from Sunraz46, who sent $38.
Oh, wow. Honey, thank you.
And they said, Reb, love your hair. What am I doing wrong? I feel disconnection sometimes. Please help. What am I supposed to do?
So you're not doing anything wrong. I'm going to tell you this. Right now, what they're saying and showing me is that it's time for you to disconnect from certain people in your life. So we have to look at the people that are no longer serving you, or the people that are causing you a lot of grief, and you have to start minimizing your exposure. Some of them, it feels like, are family members, so it's not like you're going to be able to just cut them off, but you definitely have to minimize your exposure to the impact of these people, is what I hear, okay? This year is a year for you to collect yourself, honey, so take the next few months to really discover who and what you are and work on you, okay? And that means learning to say no to people, and yes to the ones that you want to, but no to the people you don't want. You know, you say yes sometimes to people you don't want to, okay? So it's really important. There's a big shift coming for you in 2023, honey. So take this time to clear out the old weeds, okay? All right.
All right.
Extra question! So you can send that over to my Instagram, okay, honey?
Yes. And they did $38.
38. Oh,
star next to the
love you so much. Thank you.
Right.
Amazing. And thank you for the compliment on my hair.
All right. I do see Veronica Gomez.
Hi, honey.
Asks, I donated more than 15. Will she do the raffle after she answers my question on Instagram?
Yeah, so if I didn't answer you here, what I will do is I'm going to be on live again in a few days. So at the beginning of that live, and I will make sure to let you know when I'm going, but at the beginning of that live, I will draw all of the people who are left over that have donated over 15, okay? So I will make sure to draw then. Unless you're comfortable with me doing it off screen, I can do that for you too.
Yeah. Just send a message.
Yeah, just send a message and let me know.
All right. Our next question here is from Jody, who sent $15.
Yay!
All right. Jody asks, am I shutting off my gift?
No, not at all. What is happening is you're clarifying it, okay? So you're working on how to use it in a different way, okay? It's impossible to shut off something that is part of you. Okay, honey? All right.
This is for Jody.
Extra question. I almost dropped it.
All right. Our next question here is from Jessica Gonzalez, who asks, and they sent $50.
Yay.
Jessica asks, did David and Azalea have sexual contact? If that question isn't allowed, who are my spirit guides?
You can absolutely ask that question. I'm hearing no, so you don't have to worry. Okay, honey? All right. Oh, yes, and a draw. And a draw. Mini reading! Yay! Are you okay? Did you take in too much air?
Yeah.
So you got a mini reading there, honey. So message me on Instagram and just let me know, okay? I'm putting it back in the bowl.
All right. Our next question is from Rose, who sent $15.
Oh, yay. Thank you, honey.
Rose asks, does Marcus miss me because he was in my dream last night?
So there's definitely, okay, I want you to understand this. When you think about somebody, you're sending energy to them and then they send energy back as well. So it's going to be a back and forth with you two. Yes, there is energy of missing, but that doesn't mean that it's meant to be, okay? So your guides tell you, no, shut that door. Okay, honey? So just make sure you do. All right. And I got an extra question.
Nice. That was for Rose.
That was for Rose, yeah.
All right. Our next question, we've got two
more?
left. Yeah.
All right.
So our next question here is from Amy, who says, Amy here, and they sent $15.
15? All right. Thank you, honey.
Amy asks, I'm having bad things happen. Is someone doing bad medicine to me? I've been sick and hurting for a while. Just have been worse right before my wedding in 2 weeks.
Definitely what I would say to you, honey, is a cleansing ceremony. So you don't necessarily have to go out and find anybody, but what I would do is have a nice long bath, and then I'd burn some incense. I like to use rosemary because that really clears away negativity. And honey, you don't have to agree to anybody sending any energy to you. So I want you to check in when you're in that bath, check in your system. Where do you feel energy that's connected to you, and disconnect it and put it up into source, okay? So it'll be, sometimes you'll see it as like mucky, or you'll feel like there's a spot where there's a lot of pain. I feel like with you behind your right shoulder, there's an area where there's energy being sent. So unplug it and put it up into source energy, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, okay? That's going to help a lot. You don't have to worry about the negativity coming at you. If you want to block it, you can. I also like to use tourmaline, okay? So I wear tourmaline. I wear a lot of bracelets, but I wear tourmaline as a way to kind of put a shield around me, okay? And that will help you a lot. All right?
All right. For Amy.
Extra question!
Congrats.
Congrats, honey.
All right.
Just send that over to my Instagram, okay?
This is our last
question.
All right. Our last question here is from Kay Walters, who sent $15.
15, perfect, thank you.
And they ask, I will ask you an extra credit in your Instagram, but have another one on live.
Okay.
I have any family member that is around me? And if so, do they show me any signs?
So I definitely feel a male energy with you. There's a dog with him. So this is a dog that's also crossed over that feels like is connected to you. Okay. So this dog, it's, I think it's like light and dark colored. So together it's like mixed colors. This male energy feels older than you, and it does feel not old, but older than you. And it does feel like I'm watching over you, I'm taking care of you, and I'm keeping you safe. Okay, honey? So just know that. The signs that I'm seeing is, I'm seeing the electricity, I'm seeing the lights flicker, I'm also hearing things, especially walking. So the walking is something that happens, and it's almost like I walk around the space to make sure that there's nothing else there, is what I'm getting, okay? So it's a lot of protection energy, nothing you need to be afraid of. Your space is very safe and clear is what I hear, okay? All right. Oh, and then we have a draw for you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Extra question.
Nice.
So just send that over to my Instagram as well, okay, honey? Because she said she did too, right?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I will be back on again in a couple of days. I'll let you know when I'm going to be on, okay? If you do have any leftover questions, please send them over to my Instagram and I will get to them. It sometimes can take me up to 24 hours, but I will get to everybody. I promise. I always do. Don't forget to go and pre-order a copy of The Little Light, A Soul's Journey. You will not regret it. It's an amazing story that I did channel over 20 years ago, and I'm super proud of it, and I would love your guys' support, okay? Everybody who does support in the early stages, the first 2,000, will get an opportunity to win a reading with me, okay? Have a beautiful rest of your